battle macro-aggressive racism. When somebody says something crazy at your Thanksgiving table that is sexist, that is racist, that is prejudiced, that's just plain wrong, it is not okay. And you need to tell somebody that. If it's your grandmother, it's your auntie, it's your pastor, it don't matter who it is in your life, that's where we stop. That's where we level the playing field. You turn around in your chair to your teammate and you say, hey, that shit is not cool. That is not okay to call me a nigga because we're on the same team and we boys and you white and I'm black and we in the locker room. Don't you dare. That's what you need to say. No matter how much solidarity they may be here, that's all well and good. But you take that out into the world. That's how public relations works, by word of mouth. If you see it, you say something. You see it, you tweet it. You film it. You photograph it. You record it. That is how we get the message out that we are sick of bullets flying over our head that are political and socio-economic. That is how we break free of our shackles. You must say something. You must publicize the message. Ain't no way out. Ain't no way out. This is cool and all, but this would be a lot cooler if other people knew about it. You did not put that post up, you did not put that status up, your mama follows you on Facebook, that's all well and good. Well, she needs to know you involved in some of this crazy ass racist activist shit, okay? You need to tell people that where I represent, I'm from the Bronx, I went to UB, all that. I work for BLK, that's what's up. But people need to see that transparency within you, that you are not the person to bring some racist bullshit to. It is wrong what happened. I'm not here for it. I'm voting against it. People need to know that about you so they know to avoid you, because she's going to say something crazy about racism. She's going to say something that's going to stand up for other people's rights. She's going to quote the Bill of Rights to you. She's going to tell you about warrants and that you can't unlock my phone, Mr. Officer. That's what they need to hear about you. You need to be that person, that soldier. No matter what uniform you wear, you take that message to your family, to your friends, to your workplace, to your block. That's what you need to do. That's what PR does. Okay? All right.
So me and Nancy's next. She's been waiting forever. But everything she just said is basically what I was gonna say. She took the words out of my mouth. But I just want to say that I grew up in Hamburg, out in the suburbs. And the weird thing about Buffalo is the Buffalo is just like the people who are born here and then everybody from the burbs who came here. I saw so much racism in the suburbs that it pushed me out. I seen it in my family, I seen it in my schools, I seen it in jobs over there, everywhere. And I couldn't handle it. I seen homophobia, I seen transphobia. So strong that I had to come here. I couldn't be there anymore. But there is still racism in the city of Buffalo, and I heard a lot of people that I invited out tonight say, well, Buffalo's really not that bad, so we don't have to. No, it really is that bad. I see it at my job every single day. Oh, well, you know, that's just how black girls act, and that's just how. No, they're people. We're all people. We're all different, but we're all the same. So that's
I would just like to say that as a black woman growing up in Buffalo, you know, it's very easy for me to hate. And hate is such an ugly thing. It's a very ugly thing. But dealing with racism my entire life for no reason, for my skin color, like not even having a conversation with me, but the looks that I get from people, it's really sad and it's hurtful. And I just went to the Erie County Festival today with my best friend, and I was in line waiting for food, and this white guy behind me said a racist thing to me. And of course I could go off on him, of course, but that's expected from me just because I'm black. It's expected for me to be disrespectful. It's expected of me to be hateful. And I just want to say that hate isn't the answer. If you know somebody that's very racist, sit down and talk to them. Like, even though it's a few people here, these people, us, we can make a change. Like, the people here, we all know somebody. We all have jobs. If you know somebody that is racist, talk to them. Talk to them. And that's all I want to say. That's all I want to say.
Rock, paper, scissors.